everybody, happy Friday. I am super excited. We have had some really awesome pivots that we have predicted using technical analysis. We've had it all play out almost to a T. So we're going to take a look back and kind of see where all this lined up. And really where it all starts is October 13th, where we had this 18K low, where we basically swing failured this low here, and the bears failed to take out the low. Okay, so that's where this will all start. I made a video called the bulls have a huge opportunity here, and I sort of ran through, and this was the day after we saw this low. This was October 14th, and I was I was running through everything that I saw that made me bullish. Okay, I know the news was bad, I know that the global economy wasn't any good. There was really no reason to be bullish, but still yet the charts were telling us, it was giving us bullish signals. There were so many of them. The potential Adam and Eve, the harmonic especially playing out to a T on the CME chart, daily and weekly RSI divergence, macro falling wedge, local falling wedge. And the fact that, you know, that 19K level really held up in the face of all of this. Meanwhile, ES1 was making new lows and DXY was making new highs, right? So there were just so many things that came together, and I really covered all of those marks in this video that I gave to you guys October 14th, okay? And then I followed that up. I made this impulse wave. I said we're likely to look to a move up to about that 21K region, and I gave us a couple invalidation areas, back test for a wave 4 to about 20K before then moving up to about 21.8. And what ended up happening is we did a liquidity grab here coming down for our wave 2. As we could see, we hit that pocket perfectly. And then what ended up happening, like I said, I gave us our invalidation marks. What ended up happening was just beautiful. We got that move up exactly right at that 21K, right at that VWAP, 17.5K VWAP that we talked about. Rejected from there and bounced, like, you can't make this up, right off the order block, right at that 20K mark that we had talked about, and are now looking for a continuation upwards. And this is right where we leave us. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the charts right now. There are some, you know, pretty key invalidations here, like rejecting off of this key level, the 20,465. So here's what I did. I did long down here at about 18.2. I still have that long open. I also laddered into longs all in here, which had an average price of about 19.3K. I closed a majority of that position here, and I did ladder into that, more of that position here, which gives me an average long price of about 20,100, a little bit less, but right around there. So what I did here, I did ladder into positions here. I closed 25% of my position here. In the event, and I'll show you, we have a much nicer chart that shows this pretty clearly. In the event that this is a back test and not a deviation, okay? So I did take profits. I set a stop loss below here, and the way that I'm looking at this is a channel. We've been going from top to bottom. We broke out above, and one of two things is going to happen. Either this is the deviation, this is a back test, and we go lower, or this is the deviation, and we're going to close the 4-hour candle, or especially what would be really nice is the daily, above here, and then have some degree of a continuation to the upside. Okay, well, I mean, what would likely happen is we would range for the weekend, and then Monday or Tuesday next week, then we would see continuation upwards. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing or what I'm looking at just for today. Other than that, I don't think we're going to see anything too crazy. I'm not going to expect like a major dump or a major pump. I think it's really going to come down to this zone as being the key battleground for the day today. And so if we take a look here again, if we were to get that continuation upwards, I think there are a lot of eyes on this weekly naked point of control range value area high level, which is also the mid range of our local of this, you know, overall bottom range that we have put in, right? So this is technically the mid-range. This is right where this 21.8K weekly level would come up, along with the naked point of control in the range value area high. So it's a really, it really is a key level, and for me, I'm seeing that there are a lot of people focusing on this level. It's a pretty clear level. So what I think is that we'll either fill the fair value gap here and then reject for our ABC, or we'll break up above the weekly before then coming down. You know, doing something like this where we hit the weekly, come down, early shorts get wrecked with something like this, and then we get the real move. So those would be my two thoughts on if we do have continuation here, if we do get a good 4-hour and especially a daily close here, and even more so, I guess, a weekly close on Sunday, right? And we do have continuation. These would kind of be my two thoughts here. Is I would look for a hit here, take out early shorts, and then get the move down, or simply front run the zone that everybody has their eye on, fill the fair value gap here, and then get our move down. All right, we do have a really nice channel here too that you may want to add to your charts. That has been very nice to keep an eye on here. So we can see, you know, bottom to top, midline for our wave 4. And if we do have, you know, some degree of continuation, again, I would think that we would get up here, you know, do some kind of a range for the weekend, and then Monday or Tuesday have that move up to this zone. You know, and then our ABC. To me, I really like this personally, where we go here, we don't hit the target that everybody's looking for. And I did post this in the Discord as well. So do something kind of like this, where we get above this zone, range here, get a move up, come back down, back test the area again. And then, you know, like I said, to me, this is an overall wave 1. This would be our wave 2, and then our wave 3 could push us up to, you know, 23 or you know, wherever. I did post a chart with that in the Discord, and that's something we can follow up in the future with. But for now, let's not get overly excited. Let's not get too bullish, too bearish, nothing. Right now, this is the battle zone, and we're gonna have to keep an eye on this level and see how the next 4-hour and especially the daily close today.